All right, let's get right into it. For the longest time, getting your hands on serious trading capital was a game played only by the insiders on Wall Street. But you know what? That world is completely different now. We're in the middle of a prop firm revolution, and it has totally democratized access to capital. The gateway to funding isn't about who you know anymore. It's all about how you perform. And this right here, this is your professional's blueprint for navigating that brand new world.
And we have to start with this because it is the absolute foundation for everything else we're going to talk about. See, the prop firm industry, it's not a lottery. Your success isn't going to come from some lucky ticket. It's about building a professional process day in and day out. Funding? Well, that's just the natural result of discipline, repeated over and over again. So the real question isn't if you can get funded, but how do you build that discipline?
But here's the reality check, the problem we're all facing. This industry can be a total minefield. Rules are constantly changing, payout structures get tweaked out of nowhere, and some firms just vanish overnight. A nice-looking website means absolutely nothing these days. This kind of environment, it demands a completely new approach. You need an institutional framework for your discipline and your due diligence. So the very first step is internal. It's about shifting from what I call the gambler mindset to an institutional mindset. The gambler? They're chasing profit targets like it's a lottery ticket. They're totally outcome-focused. But the professional, they treat an evaluation like a job interview. They're focused on the process, and their number one job is to protect capital. So you have to ask yourself, which side are you on? Because only one of them gets funded consistently.
You know, that gambler mindset, it's fueled by these emotional traps. There's FOMO, that gut-wrenching feeling that you have to jump into a trade that's already moving. Then there's revenge trading, where your ego tries to win back a loss, but you just end up digging a much deeper hole. And of course, overconfirmation bias, where you're only seeing what you want to see on the chart, not what's actually there. These are the impulses that lead directly to failed evaluations and, frankly, wasted money.
So how do we build that professional, institutional mindset? We start with a clear mission. Think of it like this pyramid. The foundation of everything is education. From there, you build the discipline that turns what you know into a consistent habit. And that proven consistency, that's what earns you funding. And ultimately, that funding unlocks true professional freedom. It's not a random path, it's a clear, structured journey. And this is the engine that makes that whole mission possible. I call it the evaluation formula. It's a simple, repeatable loop. You start with a proven strategy, you apply a mechanical risk framework, you measure your behavior with objective data, and then you refine the whole thing through a consistent review process. See, passing an evaluation isn't about luck, it's about logistics. Now, a blueprint is pretty useless without the right tools to actually build the house, right? That's why we move from the formula to the actual instruments you need to execute it. This is all about turning trading from a guessing game into a quantified craft, where every single decision you make is backed by data and process. Inside this toolkit, you're going to find 3 absolutely critical instruments. First, the automated risk worksheet. This makes your position sizing mechanical, not emotional. Second is the scaling tracker, which literally maps out your entire career path to managing a $1 million account. And third, the Are You Prop Ready quiz, so you can honestly assess your readiness before you spend a single dollar on a challenge. And just look at how this simplifies your discipline. With the risk worksheet, you just plug in your account size, your risk percentage, and your stop loss and pips. And boom, the sheet instantly calculates the exact position size for you. This one simple tool automates your discipline and helps eliminate the number one cause of failure, emotional oversized risk. It's a game changer. And when you have that kind of discipline, you can build a real career. This isn't just about passing one little 100K challenge. We're talking about a professional trajectory with consistent performance and a clear scaling plan, the path from 100,000 to $250,000 to $500,000, and yeah, eventually to $1 million in capital. That's not a fantasy. It's just math, driven by process over time. This is how you build a legacy. But it all has to start with an honest look in the mirror. Before you even step onto the field, you need to know if you're truly ready to compete at a professional level. The Are You Prop Ready quiz is designed to give you that exact clarity, to show you where your strengths are and what gaps you need to fill before you put your capital or the firm's on the line. So, it really is time to make a decision. Are you going to keep treating these evaluations like lottery tickets, just hoping for a lucky break while you're bleeding fees? Or are you finally ready to adopt the mindset, the structure, and the tools of a professional capital steward? If you're ready to make that shift, then it's time to act.
It's time to secure your professional blueprint, get the complete toolkit, and start building your funded legacy today. Just go to ko-fi.com/propfirmmastery and begin your journey.